And welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Last time we got stranded on Koholint Island, and this time we're gonna see some more of the sights around Mabe Village. First of all, there are quite a few bushes and pieces of grass to cut down for rupees, and maybe even some other surprises in store for us as we get closer to the center. We need a lot of rupees coming up soon, so that's why I'm kind of grinding for them right now. We already got the 50 rupee chest, but what is this? You found a secret seashell, but what do you do with it? We will find out later. Reminder, on the map screen, if you push X, you can actually see all pieces of heart and seashells you found, which makes it really easy to cross-reference with guides online. I really love this feature. So, we checked out the hint place, so let's check out this little shop down here. Trendy game, 1 play, 10 rupees. The buttons move the crane, the rest is just timing. Go over to the buttons to play, good luck. So, this is a very infamous segment of the game. So we push A to move right and X to move forward. So do this, and you go up. Problem, in the original Game Boy game, the arrangements were a little bit different for starters. And also the items didn't have realistic physics, so this is actually kind of difficult now. As you see, we botched it. You have to release a little bit early, because it kind of moves a little bit on its own. I think that's still not close enough. The little light in the center is your indicator. It's very common to have items bounce off of the conveyor belt. We'll see if we get lucky here. Cool, so that's 1. Challenge again? Sure. So, if it wasn't already obvious based on the chain shop and, again, the urchins that look like Gordos, this game is packed full of old Nintendo references. Cool, 2 for 2. Well, we missed 1, but oh well. Just give me a holler whenever the mood strikes you to play. So with that being said and done, we have... You got a Yoshi doll. You can't count how many games you've seen him in now. You got a piece of heart. What a rare find. How many games would Yoshi have been in at this time, now that I think about it? I don't think he would have been in that many. Well, you won the Yoshi doll. We've been trying to do that forever. Our mom is really desperate to have one. Well, that's a hint. So we want to go back into the shop now, and they restocked. Oh boy. So we now have a different item. A little chain chomp. Also a secret seashell. I'm pretty sure this seashell is new, like it wasn't in the original, because they bumped up the seashell count from, I think, 30 to 50. So again, whether that's a good thing or not is very much up for debate. Again, at times it can feel like padding, if I'm being honest. Also, these physics kind of suck, if I'm being honest. They don't suck as in they're bad physics, they suck as in it makes a really easy minigame in the original way harder than it needs to be. Like, that's gonna fall out for sure. Wow, it actually made it cool. I was not bursting with confidence with that. So another new minigame is figurines. That's bad, actually. That's not gonna work at all. Okay, maybe it will? It's gonna fall out, probably. Nope, actually worked out, somehow. We're not challenging again. Because of these figurines, you spend a lot more time here, which I guess it makes sense that they tightened up the physics. As a result, you got a secret seashell. Put it to your ear and hear those whispered secrets. You got a Ciao figure. There must be somewhere you can display it. So, we can actually place figures around the town for a special reward. Also, I don't think I have enough rupees now for something else I want to do. Oops. This could be bad, actually. So we want to go to this house, first of all. Makes sense, the house with a chain shop. Is this a stand for something? It says Bow Wow. Over here. Is this a stand for something? It says Ciao Ciao. Place the Ciao Ciao figure here. So we place a little figure. We'll be coming back to this house a little bit later in our journey. But for now, we need to go to the house at the upper part of the village. The song is nice. I really like the soundtrack. It's nice not hearing it through a Game Boy sound font, to be blunt. They did the best they could with what they had, but again, I do like the soundtrack for the most part. Oh, will you give that Yoshi doll to my baby? Oh, thank you. You're indeed a generous person. I will give you this in return. You traded your Yoshi doll for a ribbon. Maybe you can trade the ribbon for something else. Maybe we can. So we want to go down to the house we just were at, actually. Down here. And go into this little doghouse. Makeup, jewels, dresses, I want it all. Oh, that ribbon, I need it. Will you trade, for my dog food? Lucky, thanks. Well, here's your dog food. You exchanged the ribbon for some dog food. It's full of juicy beef. I was gonna question beef, but yeah, there are cows in Zelda now that I think about it. Some of the music in this game actually gets really good on that subject. Like some of the later game areas have really solid soundtracks, so that's gonna be fun to get to. This is only my second playthrough. I did one playthrough when it released in September, and I haven't played it since. Well, I actually did play a little bit for the review I did. How about some fishing, little buddy? I'll only charge you 10 rupees. Okay, here's how you do it. Hold A and release it to cast your line out. The longer you hold it, the farther you'll cast. You can tug on your line by moving left stick. If you want to reel it in a hurry, keep tapping A real quick. You got this, little buddy. So, what are we trying to do? We need to catch a bunch of fish. This is gonna take a while. So we need to catch a regular sized fish, which are the kind of brown colored ones, and we need to find... we need to catch a big fish, and we need to catch a bottle. Fairy bottles are new to this game. They were not in the original Link's Awakening. That sucks. You'll get it next time, buddy. I don't think I have enough rupees for this. Like, actively, I do not think I have enough rupees for this, so we might have to come back for the bottle. Oh, shoot. It didn't actually grab the lure. I'm getting Sonic Adventure flashbacks, and I don't know how to feel about that. It's a technique to fishing. I don't know what it is. I forgot. It's been a while, to be blunt. There's a timing component to it, for sure. You reeled in a big fish. It's so heavy that you wish you'd caught something lighter. Wow, a 35.22-inch fish. That's a lunker. Nice one. That's worth 26 rupees. Easy. For landing a lunker, I'll set you up with a new lure. You got the middleweight lure. The fish a little deeper down will love this one. This is the first time you landed one this size, huh? Let's mark the occasion with a piece of heart. You got a piece of heart. Press plus to open the subscreen and see. Wanna keep going? So we still need the bottle. I can't even see it because it's in the... like, what's the word? But yeah, when they pull away, you kind of want to lighten up, basically. Kind of do more rhythmic taps, if I'm not mistaken, and then mash when they're, actively, they're not resisting as much. You landed a little fish, just like you. It's small, but it has plenty of bite. It's a 5.5-inch runt. You gotta dream bigger than that. A fish like that's worth, let's see here, 9 rupees. Is there something caught in this fish's mouth? You got 4 pieces of heart. Your maximum number of hearts increased, and your health has been filled too. Again, I might have to reset this because I don't even see where the bottle is, to be honest. It's somewhere in the bottom. I'm gonna back out. And try to see if that resets the bottle to a place where I can actually see it. By the way, we're almost done with side quests for this bunch. Yeah, we're almost done with side quests, so if you are not a fan and just want to see the story continue, don't worry, there isn't much to go. Just one more thing after this. This game is very side quest heavy. It's kind of like Majora's Mask in some ways. To me, where it's like, yeah, it's very front-loaded with side quests, which can either be good or bad depending on what you like. I personally like tons of side quests, so I have no objections. Reminder, shoot. Fairy bottles are new to this version. They're completely unnecessary, if I'm being totally honest. You will never need to use these. Hopefully, at least. They're nice as a convention, and also for people who are not as good at Zelda games. You know, not everyone has played, 50 million of these games. But for someone who has a lot of history with the series, they're a little unnecessary. So this is a predicament, so you have to kind of wait till the fish goes by, and we should be in the clear now. There we go. No problem. Maybe a little bit of a problem. You hauled up a fairy bottle. It's good for storing fairies for later. So that's all we can get from this fishing pond for now, but there might be some things later down the road. Hint, hint. With that being done, we now need to go to the beach again. Again, this isn't a very meaty game, so it is worth it to show off side quests, personally. If you did like a 3-heart run like Majora's Mask, it'd be a pretty short adventure, admittedly. Now, where the heck am I going? I normally don't do this side quest until a little bit later. That's actually Tail Cave, so we know how to get to Tail Cave now. But that's not where we want to go right now. We want to go to the beach. But yeah, I wish, and this is a common issue people have, the lack of interpolation between directions. Interpolation, to my understanding, being like in between frames. So for example, Link just kind of snaps between 8 directions instead of smoothly rotating, which I do find a little bit jarring, to be honest. What's that you have? It's canned food! For heaven's sake, man, give that to me, please! I'm gonna lose it if I can't get that can. Oh, thank you, I'll take that. Munch, munch. That was great. I know it's not a fair trade, but here's some bananas, yum! You gave him dog food and got bananas in return. Good deal. So, we need the bananas for a story quest around, let's see, the 3rd dungeon, I think. So yeah, it won't be needed for a while. We could have done this much later, but we're in the area. Might as well, right? And with that being taken care of, to my knowledge, we have done everything, almost everything we can do. I actually think we could visit the shop, but we only have 14 rupees, so we wouldn't be able to buy anything anyway. We want to hit up the shop later for a couple key items, but they honestly won't come in handy for a while anyway, so it's not really important at the moment. So yeah, I'm not using my shield very much. It's a habit when playing this game that I never shield. And with that, we have access to our first dungeon of the game. But yeah, I don't shield very much because it's such a pain in the original. I kind of forget I have a shield, if I'm being blunt. So we have these little Buzzy Beetle looking enemies. I actually don't know what their official names are. I think they're Hard Hat Beetles. Or something like that. But we have our first small key. It can open a locked door. It's a standard 2D Zelda. Gotta get the keys, work towards getting the big key, and so on. You got the compass, now you can see where the chests and nightmare are hidden. This compass has a new feature, a tone will tell you if a key is nearby. So the nightmare is the boss of the dungeon, effectively. So, yeah, we just need to kind of work our way through Tail Cave. So yeah, in the right upper middle, it says there's a key in this room. Push the button, and would you look at that? There's a key, probably. I'm assuming it's a key. Yep. Alright, making good progress. This is a pretty easy dungeon. This game is weird, it goes from 0 to 60. Like, the dungeons are pretty easy, and then poof, suddenly they're some of the most confusing dungeons in the entire franchise, and I don't mean that as an exaggeration. We're talking like Great Bay levels of what the heck am I doing? Majora's Mask is another game I actually... Because I decided first, I want to do a Zelda game. And then there's the question of which Zelda game. So I was torn between this and Majora's Mask, but I kind of wanted to do Ocarina of Time first, because it's hard to go back to Ocarina after Majora, personally. That's just a, personal preference thing. We can't seem to do anything with these enemies, so this is clearly the wrong way. Alright, so these enemies follow along the walls, like so. But as we make our way back to the correct path, I think we are going to call things here for now. So try to position the center of these statues. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening.